Good evening, VV Nation, and welcome to the channel. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here, glad to have you here. Well, the market was in a free fall today, and are we in a market crash or a recession? Man, there's so many questions to be answered, but I made mention earlier today in my live stream that I was going to accommodate the people who want to be able to make money while the market is going lower if you're not well educated on playing options. So the only other way to really play the market to the downside without having to short stocks is to look at contra ETFs. Now I'm going to show you 3 different ways to look at contra ETFs to play the current market right now, and I'm going to show you a conservative way, a prudent way, and definitely more of an aggressive way to play this downturn in the market. Now I say downturn, and as I say that, I'm going to get into the software. I say downturn because you know me, I like to say look at the color guard. That's going to determine what you need to do in your portfolios. A lot of red means what? You're not buying stocks right now. Any stocks that you're still holding, we've been talking about while the color guard was yellow to protect profits. A couple of weeks ago, Jim Penna did a video on protecting profits. Ryan did a video on protecting profits. So we've been doing the best that we can to prepare you for now. Now, granted, this was a lot bigger move than a lot of people anticipated, but if you were following the guidance and at least locking in profits, taking some off the table, anything like that, you were able to hold up through all of this because I know that I did. I listened and ate my own cooking and was able to protect myself even as the market goes into this little bit of a free fall, correction, crash, recession, whatever words you want to throw out there. No matter what, how do you as an individual investor make money in this market? So on Mondays, I always give my top picks of the week, and this week is going to be the same thing. I'm still going to give you my top picks for the week. Now, I'm going to tell you that contra ETFs is a good way to take a look at this. But before I say that, let me get into the graphs real quick. Looking at the market timing graph, we can see 3 big down days. That was Thursday, that was Friday, and this is today. Now, as I look at today's little bit of a rebound, because it's an open candle, I still have a wick at the top and a wick at the bottom. But this is what I'm paying close attention to. This is a current level of support, prior resistance where the market was in a channel. Well, we fell outside of that channel. And what I'm looking for to see if the market still has legs to the upside or rebound, we've got to break through this level of resistance sitting at the value of $65.21. Right now, we're currently trading, as I do this video, at $64.73. If the market, I'm going to put this out there, as we look at contra ETFs, if we break above this level of resistance, you take those contras off the table. I think that if we stay down in this region right here, we're going to be okay to play contra ETFs. Not only that, looking at the MTI, we're getting close to the market looking for a bottom. The buy to sell ratio is currently below the value of 0.20. So by way of the buy to sell ratio, the market is already looking for a bottom. But it's interesting that we're starting to look at a bottom after only 3 days of market pullback. Now, if the MTI gets to the value of 0.60 and starts to run back up, and we again break through this level of resistance, that's going to be the time to take these contras off the table. As long as we stay below this level of resistance, again, sitting at 65.21, I'm thinking that we can still play contras because the market will still show more signs of downside. All right, so from that perspective, let's go talk about the Unisearch tool. So in the Unisearch tool, actually, let's go to the Viewers tab. In the Viewers tab, we do have a folder in the Viewers tab, in the Watch List Viewers tab, called ETFs. I'm going to click on that. Now, the beautiful thing about the VectorVest system when we look at ETFs is the way that we segment the ETFs for you, whether bullish or bearish, and so many other different ways to play ETFs. So you notice that we have here 2-time leverage, contra and regular, 3-time leverage, contra and regular. I'm going to get to leverage in a second. But for those people who are looking to play the market now, as the market is falling, without a lot of risk, I'm going to talk about non-leverage contra ETFs. Non-leverage means whatever these ETFs track, they only move on the same level 1-to-1. So if whatever, let me auto fit this real quick. So this is the Qs. If the Qs goes down 1%, PSQ, which is playing the opposite side of the bullish side of the Qs, will only go up 1%. Contra, by the way, means contrarian or the opposite of. All right. So if I like the Qs and the Qs are going down, I can play PSQ, which automatically plays the downside, but in a contrarian way. So when the Qs go down, PSQ goes up. The cool thing about this is you buy this long, just like you would any other stock. You don't have to sell anything short. You're not doing any options or anything like that. But I like the non-leverage right now because if the Qs goes down 1%, PSQ goes up 1%. Emerging markets go down 1%, EUM goes up 1%. Mid-cap goes down 1%, MYY, the contrarian of that, goes up 1%. So in a situation like this, knowing that we're close to that level of resistance, if we break above this, we're pulling all of these off the table. As long as we stay below that level of resistance, I think that it's okay to play these. Now, for those of you who are a little bit more greedy, if you're greedy, type the word greedy in the comments. I won't see them now, but I want to see how many of you are greedy. If you're greedy, then we look at 2-time leverage contra ETFs. Let's highlight those. And again, the watch lists are already created for you. Look at this. So now that's Brazil. Here's the Qs. Again, if the Qs go down 1% because this is 2-time leverage, QID goes up 2%. And the market is falling. These are a great way to be aggressive and make a lot of money short term. But if the Qs goes up 1%, QID goes down 2% because you're leveraged. You've got more money in the game, sort of, kind of. It means that for every 1% the Qs moves, this moves 2%. Or looking at gold, JDST. If gold falls, 1%, JDST goes up 2%. Oil falls 1%, SCO goes up 2%. Tech, if tech continues to fall 1%, REW goes up 2%. Oil, and so on and so forth. So this is my 2-time leverage contra ETFs. And for those of you who are super greedy, if you're super greedy, type SG in the room for super greedy. We've got the 3-time leverage contra ETFs. Let's look at that list. And that list has got to probably be crazy. Here's on the semiconductors. When the semiconductors goes down 1%, this will go up 3%. What's going to look at this? Airlines. Wow, JETJ and TD. Airlines go down 1%. This goes up. Look at this, up 10.94%. The FANG stocks go down 1%. This goes up 3%. You notice that you got a lot more bigger movers here. But keep in mind, if any of these indices go up 1%, you lose 3% on these because these are triple leverage. Now, with that being said, today's video, being that we are moving down, the market's looking like it wants to get close to starting to look for a bottom. We are below that level of resistance. Is it too late now? The answer to that is no. You're going to let the market come to you. But I've let you know, if you're looking at the VectorVest composite and it goes up above that level of resistance, you're pulling all of these off the table, even if they are just single leverage. If you're triple and double leverage, man, you're putting your heart into your own hand and you got to do what you got to do. I'm only going to tell the people who are greedy and super greedy, make sure you know what you're doing before you are going to do it. I would prefer for the majority of you to be in the non-leverage contra ETFs, especially if you're brand new to this. Try this out, because if these go against you, you're only going down 1% if what it's tracking goes up 1%. I hope you all get that. And again, the level that I'm looking for, if the VectorVest composite goes back above this level of 65.21, you're pulling all of this off the table, because now it's starting to move up back into this channel. Hopefully everybody understands that. All right, let's go back to the viewers. Let's go find my watch list that I made for you today. Where's it at? Top weekly picks. And we're going down to 8.5. There it is, top weekly picks. And all I've got for you is these top 5 stocks These are all non-leverage contracts. They're all doing well today. All right, as the market goes down, these are, wow, look at that. TSDD is interesting. It's a 2-time leverage. I got to work on that. That should not be in the list, but it's a Tesla trade. All right, it should not be in the list because it's 2 times. All of these should only be 1 time or non-leverage, and they're all doing well today, and all of them have RTs above 1. Only one is a sell, and that's the 2-time trade. Again, I need to work on that, but this is important. When I'm looking at contra ETFs, nonetheless, I want to make sure that they're in uptrends because RV and RSs are both going to be at 1s. It's tough to track the RV and RS on a group of stocks like that. All right, so all moving up. I love it. All VSTs above 1. I love these plays. If the market continues to want to go down, let the people push the market down. All right, you guys don't have to get nervous or scared or anything. Play what the market gives you. So here's my top stocks for you this week from the U.S. side. Let's move over to the Canadian side and let's go look at the market timing graph there. Market timing, put this on a 3-month graph. Big move on the Canadian side as well. All of our major indicators are down. Again, it's easier to make money in a downtrending market. Stocks go down faster than they go up. Same scenario. I'm going to go to the viewers tab, and I got in here under the watch list viewers ETFs, non-leverage ETF inverse, and there's 4 of them. These are my stocks for the Canadian market, non-leverage. Now, there are leveraged inverse. Look at this, leverage ETFs inverse. I can click on that. And again, these are probably 2 or 3 times. I don't know if you've got 3-time leveraged in Canada, but these are all leveraged contra or inverse ETFs. And again, on a day like today, they're all, well, this is from 8-2. Your market may be closed today. Is it closed today? This is 8. This is end of day. That's why. All right. So with that being said, in ETFs that are going up, contra ETFs, you know something, I wouldn't, from the perspective of looking at a graph, I'm just playing what the market gives me, and I'm going to put something in your hands that you could take a look at. Now, you can graph all of these, and you know me, when I'm in the Canadian market, I'm going to look at the NPI. Let's go to graph layouts. Let's go near perfect indicator. I thought we were already in it. Watch, this is now the contra ETFs, right? I'm picking up a little bit of trend here. I'm picking up RT pickup. Look at that. Nice level of resistance. And I'm going to do this real quick. Nice level of resistance. If we go above that, that's contra or this inverse is in play. Let's go to the next one. Next one, all of these have nice triggers by way of the 5 and the 40 on RT. Not all of them have trend yet, but look at the graphs. Play the graphs that look the best to you as you move forward. Now, I'm also going to bring up the market timing graph. I'll do that real quick. And again, if, let's do this. Actually, let me see if I can do this for you. No, I can't do what I wanted to do. That's fine. We're going to still leave it on the regular. Yeah, we're going to still leave it on the regular market timing graph. The market is falling. It is still above the 65-day moving average. If we definitely fall below that 65-day moving average, I think it's a good time to play these. I think right now, based on your market, it's a little early to play these, but nonetheless, let's go find my list. I want you to keep all of these in mind. 8-5 top weekly picks. They're all moving up. And this is as of 8-2, of course. I want you to keep your eyes on these. These are the, if the market continues to move down, these are the non-leveraged contra ETFs that I'd like to have you in. That's it for the week. No news. I'm just playing what the market gives us. If you watched our live stream today, I talked a lot about what was going on in the market and why the market was moving down to the way it was. But as I showed you on the U.S. graph, we have a level and when I would tell you to get out of these. And the same thing with the Canadian market. If the market really starts to moving up, these are non-leveraged. They will not get nearly as hurt as the leverage inverse ETFs. So that's it in a nutshell. If you like what you saw today, don't forget to hit the like button. All those people who are brand new to the channel, if you like the content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so that you'll be alerted to when videos like this comes out. Folks, I love bringing these videos to you and keeping you on the right side of the market at all times. Folks, this video is over. And until the next time, see ya.